So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K20. In today's video, we're going to be doing another historic My League rebuild here today. We're going to be rebuilding the 2010 Denver Nuggets. We will get to what this roster looks like in just a second. But before we do, I just want to give a shout out to who told me to use this roster. It was Bahadir Uzak. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name, but the roster is on PS4. It's called NBA 2K10 by Beto, whatever the hell it's called. I'll try to remember to put it in the description or as the pinned comment, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, we look at this roster today. It's Carmelo Anthony, obviously here. This might have been one of his final years here. Yes, it was actually his final year here. He got traded to New York this season. I was 11 years old at that time. I don't really know what that trade was, or like when it was. I know obviously what happened, but like, he got traded. I don't remember exactly when it was, like what part of the season. I'm assuming it was obviously during the season because you can see that right here. But I forget, like, was it at the deadline? Was it like right, like as the season started? I forget. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm not trading Carmelo Anthony. I don't really know why I'm dwelling on that. But yeah, this roster looks great. I'll go ahead and pretty much show you guys as much as I can. Feel free to hit pause every time I go through this. It's taking forever right now for some reason to scroll through every single team, so that's obviously annoying. But while we do this, if you guys want to let me know what your thoughts were on Let's Talk NBA Episode 1, yeah, feel free to do that after this video. If you guys have not seen that, make sure to go check it out. I thought it came out really well. You guys seem to have some really positive feedback and lead some really good, suggestions for what I can do to make it better, along with what I can do for other topics and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to do Episode 2 of that. Also, I apologize because I know I said I was going to try to do a live stream. Well, when you guys are seeing this last night, when I'm recording this, it's this night. I got caught up in doing schoolwork, and I didn't have time to do both a video and a live stream, and I'm going to prioritize the video pretty much every time. So if I have time tomorrow night, pretty much tonight when you guys are seeing this, I'd be happy to try to do one. So let's get to this. This roster is interesting right now. We have a 33-year-old Chauncey Billups. He's an 87 overall. I don't hate it. I'm definitely going to give him at least 1, maybe 2 years. We can see how that goes from there. Nene, I don't really like Nene, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't really think I'm going to use him. I'm going to give pretty much everybody that's not on a 1-year deal at least a year, because there's no real reason to change much else. I mean, this is still a really solid roster. Kenyon Martin, 31 years old on this team as well. I actually might trade Kenyon Martin just so we can get like a good starting center, because right now Chris Anderson is our starting center, and not a huge fan of that. We have a 22-year-old Ty Lawson on this team. We have a 24-year-old J.R. Smith. That'll be interesting. I do want J.R. Smith in the starting lineup pretty much no matter what. Anthony Carter, Aaron Aflalo, Ronaldo Balkman. I feel like I've heard that name. I don't really remember him too much. Malik Allen, Scott Pollard, Michael. I don't know who that is. So a couple of guys in this roster that are definitely going to be here for pretty much the entirety of the video. A couple of guys who probably won't. So I'm thinking about moving either Kevin Martin and Nene right now for a starting center. The only reason I would probably move Kevin Martin to over Nene. Actually, could I just move Nene to center? What's his overall go to? He goes to a 70. Like, I feel like he plays center in the NBA today, or not today, but like when he did play a lot. All right, I'll just move Kenyon Martin just because he's 31. If there wasn't a 4 years age difference, I would move Nene over Kenyon Martin pretty much any day of the week. But I might be sleeping on Nene. I might get shit talked in the comment section. It's fine. It won't be the first time. It definitely won't be the last. I traded for Eddie Curry last time. I don't know if I really want to do it at this point. We also do get a first-round pick, though, which is kind of nice. 35-year-old Ben Wallace, no. Eaton Thomas, Etan, whatever the hell his name is. Brendan Haywood, not really. All right, well, he's making like $20 million. I should be able to get some better offers than that. Ooh, old Allen Iverson's here. I'll sign 34-year-old AI. Welcome back to the Denver Nuggets, I believe. Was his stint before this, or was it after this? Or maybe they signed him at this time. I actually don't know. I know AI was on the Nuggets at one point. So let's just look at some possible centers. Here, I'm obviously not trying to... There's actually not a lot of good centers here, which is kind of surprising. Andrew Bogut does have 3.5 stars. If I were to give you Kenyon Martin for him, I would also throw in, a second-round pick here. And I'll also give you a 2024 first. I'll give you one more second, but I'm going to cap it at that. They're not going to do that. All right. Bogut was a stretch anyways. Mehmet Okur is here. Emeka Okafor is here. I wouldn't mind Emeka Okafor. That honestly wouldn't even be that bad. Kenyon Martin for Emeka Okafor. And then I'll throw you this first-round pick as well. And then I'll give you, honestly, these 2 seconds if you want. Damn it, they don't want to do that. I don't want to do another first for somebody I'm probably not going to keep the whole video. Chris Kaman wouldn't even be that bad. Marcus Camby's just 35. We have a young Marc Gasol here. His trade value is probably super high. It's actually only 3.5 stars, but the money's not going to really work out. 27-year-old Tyson Chandler definitely excites me a little bit. They want J.R. Smith for Boris Diaw. I'm not going to give up J.R. Smith, unfortunately. I will give you this pick here, and I'll also throw you a second. They agree to that. All right, so we just acquired Tyson Chandler. Definitely could potentially be my center for this entire video. Ultimately, depending how everything goes. Allen Iverson's still not starting. J.R. Smith will be in my starting lineup. No matter what. We might actually have to trade a couple of these guys. Okay, so this is where we get tough. Anthony Carter and Ty Lawson. I'm going to trade Anthony Carter, obviously. I mean, he's 34. Ty Lawson's 22 years old. There's no real reason to not do that trade, and he's a higher overall. So Anthony Carter is going to be traded for a backup power forward. So let me just see what I can do there. It doesn't have to be anybody amazing. Anthony Carter's only a 75 overall. I'm not expecting the world for him here. Not a 69 overall, though. That's not going to happen. Ooh, Ty Lue. Ty Lue's 31. Luke Walton. We're not getting any great offers here for power forwards. Chuck Hayes. 26-year-old Chuck Hayes. I might just pull the trigger on that. Yeah, screw it. Why not? We also get a second-round pick back. It's nice to have. It's not the end of the world. So let's check out this rotation right now. Carmelo Anthony will not be having a backup. I think that's more than fine. So Allen Iverson will be our sixth man. He's going to be playing 25 minutes a night. Ty Lawson going to be getting about 16. Anderson can play 14. Chuck Hayes is going to play 10. Aaron Aflalo is just not playing. Cool. Okay. Tyson Chandler going to get about 33 minutes a night for now. Nene can get about, actually we'll go 33, 34. Melo's going to get 37. J.R. Smith's going to get about 34. 35 here to, actually we'll 36 to Billups, and then I'll just give a 34th here to Nene. So yeah, that is how the rotation is going to look here for the first year. George Karl's a head coach, forgot about that one. Chauncey Billups and J.R. Smith is going to be our backcourt. I think that's a pretty nice backcourt to have. Carmelo Anthony obviously still in here. He's under a long contract, so I don't really have to worry about that. Nene, and then Tyson Chandler, obviously our new acquisition. I'm very excited to see how that goes. Allen Iverson, we signed as a free agent. Going to probably be a one and done with him. I don't really need him more than 1 year. Ty Lawson in there as well, Chris Anderson, and then Chuck Hayes. So excited to see how this team can do. I definitely think we can be a top 4 seed in the Western Conference. I'll see you guys at the end of the first year. I would say it was definitely a good first year, as Carmelo Anthony does win the MVP award, and we go 59 and 23. So I'll take that. I mean, I forgot how good Melo was back in these days. 31.5 points, 9 boards, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 1 block a game. Shot 51% from the field, almost 46% from 3. So, I'll definitely take that as a 94 overall, 25-year-old Carmelo Anthony. Al Thornton, Rookie of the Year. I don't know. David Lee, 6th Man of the Year. Is he in Golden's? No, he's in the this is where his Knicks stays. Okay. LeBron does win Defensive Player of the Year in Cleveland. Rudy Gay, Most Improved. And George Karl gets Coach of the Year for us. So I'm pretty happy where this team's at. We ended up being a 1 seed here in the Western Conference. Obviously, they weren't the power. Actually, I mean, they were still pretty good. I don't think they're the powerhouse they are today. It's actually a debatable statement. I mean, you got like, what, Tim Duncan on this team, Tony Parker, Manu, Utah, Darren Williams, yeah, AK-47, Boozer, Mehmet Kerr. I don't know who did Houston have? Oh, they had T-Mac here. Okay, this team, Yao Ming. All right, I mean, the Western Conference was still really good, but beside my point. Player stats, Carmelo Anthony less in scoring. This is why I wanted to start J.R. Smith, because I knew he was going to put up like 20-plus points just for some odd known reason, because it was J.R. Smith. AI, 17, almost 18 points off the bench, so that's positive. Chauncey Billups, yeah. I mean, he's not the biggest numbers guy. I just think it's probably going to be time to move on from him, especially because his value is probably pretty high. As an 87 overall, I think I can probably get something pretty good for him. Tyson Chandler, 9 points, 11 boards. That's all I really need from him. He, unfortunately, is a free agent. I didn't really realize that when I was trading for him, to be totally honest, so we'll work on that. Nene, probably going to look to move as well. Rebounds per game went to Tyson Chandler. Assist went to Chauncey Billups. So we do have the playoffs to take on, though, or to deal with, though. We got 84 overall Steph Curry, Monte Ellis, Corey Maggette, Steven Jackson, Andres Beardens. I think Beardens. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Is that Jonas Jerebko they used as his picture? Looks like it might be. All right, well, they're a really good 8 seed, to say the least. Steph and Monte were looking like they're a good backcourt in here, to say the least. I didn't really watch many Warriors games when I was 11. Hell, I tried to watch basketball, but I pretty much forget all of it. But we do go on, and we beat them in 5 games. Round number 2 here, we got the Houston Rockets. I just showed you their team. Bottom of the West is going to be San Antonio and Utah. I would like to get past Houston relatively easy. I mean, if we can three-peat with this team, I would be super excited to do that. Obviously, I mean, Melo might be the only one who stays the entire video, but we'll see what happens. We got a really good San Antonio Spurs team here with a really lot of veteran experience. It's New York and Philadelphia over there in the East. We are up to 3-0 here quickly on San Antonio. They're battling back, though, and we win in 6, so we're taking on the Knicks. Funny enough, ideally, where Carmelo Anthony ended up getting traded to this season. I forget who they acquired in that trade. I know one of them was Wilson Chandler. I don't know if Al Harrington was in there. No. Gallinari, what? I don't know. I honestly forget. Chris Duhon. Yeah, this is a good team, but I definitely think we can beat them. Yeah, we're up 3-0. I know we're going to be back, so I'm not even going to hop in right now. Carmelo Anthony, Finals MVP. So I made one free agent signing and one trade, and then did I make one or two trades, and yeah, we won a final. So, I mean, I would never say this was a bad team in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I didn't think they were, a championship contender here in the first year, but I'll take it. Tyler Smith, no thank you. Hunter Taylor, no thank you. George Karl won us a championship. There's no real reason to fire him at this point. Ryan Keefe, no thank you. You suck as well. So, yeah, you boys know me. I love clearing house in my staff department and getting my own staff. Steve Kerr is here. Young Steve Kerr, too. John Beeline. I'll just take Trent Peterson as my assistant coach, assistant GM on Masters, and then Logan Mills. Sure. We get everybody. Cool. Perfect for me. Let's head up to the draft. This is like the Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson draft class, I believe. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, Chandler Parsons. Yeah, Vucevic, IT. Okay, I'm guessing we don't really have a good pick. Yeah, actually, we don't have any picks at all. So, let's see. I like to draft at least one player per video. I guess I could wait till next year and try to get Anthony Davis. Then again, that's probably going to cost a lot of assets, and I'm trying to three-peat. So I don't really want to trade Chauncey Billups for a pick. I feel like I can get something better for Chauncey Billups, he's only 3.5 stars. Maybe not, actually. I can get the first overall pick for Chauncey Billups, which means I can get Kawhi Leonard. But then again, I have Melo, and I don't really want to play Kawhi out of position. You know what? Let's pull the trigger on this trade. We're going to pull the trigger on this trade. I'm going to probably do something pretty controversial here, and I'm probably going to take Kyrie Irving first overall, even though he's seriously deep down here. He's not till number 6. See, like, obviously, I know Kawhi's a better player. There's no doubt about that. There's no argument about that. But I just... the point guard's the position I need. I'm not trading Carmelo, I'm not trading Carmelo Anthony. I'm just looking. Yeah, nothing even. I would just be interested to see what I can get. I actually wouldn't mind maybe trying to do 2 deals here and see if I can acquire 2 decent picks in this draft. I mean, Nene only has 3 stars, but you never really know what you can get with the trade finder here. I'm not seeing any picks in this year's draft at the moment. Yeah, so we're not seeing any there. I wouldn't mind, maybe trying to propose a trade that included Nene for a pick in this year's draft. Maybe if I get, like, pick 7 from Boston. I would also throw in a second-round pick. I'll keep doing seconds, but do I have anybody else shitty here that I don't really care about? You got Malik Allen. All right, cool. So now we have the 7th overall pick, too. So, yeah, I'm going to take Kyrie first overall, whoever follows me at 7. So it's definitely an interesting move, but there's just not really a spot for Kawhi Leonard. And I think Kyrie's going to fit a little bit better here in this system. So Kyrie's going to be our number 1 overall pick. Let's sim up to pick 7 now, because I do want this team to be young. I just want to make sure we can compete. So if this guy, whoever we draft here, is not a starter, like say it's Jimmy Butler, who actually might very well be a starter for us. Screw it, it's going to be Jimmy Butler. So that's pretty much our backcourt, Kyrie and Jimmy Butler, and then Carmelo Anthony as well. So Kyrie's going to be a 78. Chandler Parsons is an 80. Okay, maybe I need to get a new draft class. Enes Kanter over Jimmy Butler, who's going to be a 76 overall for us. So 2 really solid pickups. I mean, obviously knowing what we knew today, it's a lot easier. But still, 2 guys that are probably going to develop and progress really well for us, and that's pretty much all I need. It's also going to save us money in case I want to go out and sign a big free agent. I'm not going to sign LeBron. Yeah, I think I did that in my last 2010 rebuild. So Ty Lawson's still here as well. Could be used, but I think I could also capitalize on his value potentially. Same goes with like a J.R. Smith, who I would love to keep, as I mentioned, but I just think I want to develop Jimmy Butler the most. And J.R. Smith could come off the bench for us, but I also have a 24-year-old Aaron Aflalo who... Eventually, J.R. Smith's a free agent next year, and what's he going to probably ask for? Like $20-something million. So, Aaron Aflalo is probably going to ask for like 6 to 8. So, it's just looking long term. I do need a starting power forward, and I also do either need to re-sign Tyson Chandler or trade for a starting center. So, I think throwing J.R. Smith and Ty Lawson in a trade wouldn't be the worst thing to do right now. J.R. Smith and Ty Lawson. I know we just won a championship, and we're basically blowing up the whole roster except for Carmelo. But I do want to get guys that I know can come in here and kind of make an impact and win. With me right now. So I did just see somebody I'm potentially interested in trading, and Danilo Gallinari is up there, but I think I got him in the last video as well. Shane Battier, Serge Ibaka is here, 20-year-old Serge Ibaka nonetheless. Steven Jackson, but he's a small forward. I'm going to trade for Andrew Bogut. I'm going to do this. We're also going to pick up Ersan Ilyasova, who is only 23 years old right now. Bogut's not making ridiculous money, so I'm honestly fine with it. So yeah, we do need a starting power forward, though. Neither one of these 2 will be my starting power forward. Which unfortunately means Tyson Chandler's probably gone, but it could allow us to go out and sign somebody like a Chris Bosh, who does have a lot of offers right now, but I think, honestly, he would be a really solid fit here. And it looks like he's going to take that offer. So we don't have bird rights on anybody anyways, so We'll see. Chris Bosh, welcome back to the team. I'm just going to renounce the rights on everybody. I don't need Allen Iverson back. Tyson Chandler, we just did replace. So we get an 88 overall Chris Bosh. I'm super excited about that. Now it's just kind of, to fill bench pieces. And I think I have 3 power forwards now, so one of which I can definitely trade for a backup position. Yeah, we have 3 power forwards here, Hayes and Ersan Ilyasova. I think I'd rather trade Hayes. I think I like Ersan Ilyasova. He has an extra year on his deal. He's 3 years younger, and he's only 1 overall lower. So I need a backup center or point guard here for, where the hell is he? Chuck Hayes. Point guard or center. Either which is fine. I'm going to obviously sign the other one. Zaza Pachulia, 25 years old. It's not that bad. Kosta Koufos is only 21 here. Darko Milicic, not a bad move. I'm just, again, looking to see what all my options are before I do anything. Johnny Flynn, 19-year-old Johnny Flynn, too. Making some decent money for an undrafted guy, though. All right, we're going to take this trade here for Kosta Koufos. It's going to be straight up Chuck Hayes for Kosta Koufos. Kosta's young. At this point, I need a backup point guard. I have money for Baron Davis. Damn, I have a lot of money. I don't think I had that much money. Kirk Heinrich, Raymond Felton. I'll sign Nate Robinson. Sure, screw it. Why not? Nate Robinson, probably going to be our 6th man. I'm super content with this team. All right, I'll go fuck myself, I guess. Mo Williams? Sure, you're close enough. Just accept the deal. All right, Mo Williams, welcome to the team. He's going to be our backup. Kyrie Irving starting no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2 of the rotation. So we have the rotation here for year number 2. Kyrie Irving, I sent him to untapped potential, but I guess that means he jumps, 4 overalls? I don't know. Jimmy Butler jumped to 3 overalls. I don't really know what the hell that is, but I'm not complaining about it. Yeah, they're a backcourt. Obviously, both all-stars today, 2 of the best at their position in the leagues. Carmelo Anthony still going to be in here. Superstar, stud, leader of our team. Chris Bosh was a huge free agent signing for us. I'm hoping he can be really dominant for us at that power forward spot. And then 85 overall, 25-year-old Andrew Bogut in here as well as our starting center. Mo Williams did regress a few overalls. It's fine. He's our 6th man. Kosta Koufos, Ersan Ilyasova, and Aaron Aflalo. So the bench should get a little bit worse. There's really no doubting that. I wouldn't mind giving a glance in free agency just because I know we do have some money here. Was Kent Bazemore in the league? I don't know if Kent Bazemore was even in the league. I don't think Kent Bazemore was in the league. All right, I'm not even going to play with it. I'm fine with this team. We're trying to three-peat. I'll catch you guys at the end of the 2nd year. Yeah, so LeBron signed with the Spurs. Not really shocked he won MVP. Shocked he signed with the Spurs. So him, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. That's going to suck. 67-15 was our record for us. We're probably going to have to play them at some point in time. Jordan Hill, Rookie of the Year. All right, so the rookies are kind of glitched for this draft class, or for this roster. It's fine. Lamar Odom, 6th man. Tim Duncan, Defensive Player of the Year. That's a nasty duo. Kevin Love, Most Improved in Minnesota still. Yep, he is. And then George Karl, Coach of the Year again. So, I mean, I said it before. I'm saying it again. We're going for the three-peat. I'm not lying about that. This is going to be a hell of a Western Conference Finals if we do. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, look at Tiago Splitter's father decided to join him, LeBron James. All right, season stats, player stats on the year, led and scored by Carmelo Anthony. Kyrie Irving was really solid. Chris Bosh. Jimmy Butler, not a bad rookie year. Mo Williams off the bench. Andrew Bogut, 6 points, but 13 boards. I mean, we have a lot of guys who can score here, so I don't mind that. Bogut also led us in rebounds, and Kyrie was assists. So we got the Clippers here in the 1st round. This was like kind of Lob City. I think at this point in real life they had traded for Chris Paul. I doubt they have in the game. I think DeAndre Jordan was like a 78 overall, and Blake Griffin's probably on the rise, but still. I don't know. They probably made some move that's going to shock me and maybe end up beating me. No, they don't. We do end up winning in 6. We got the Warriors here in round number 2. It's kind of, like the rise of the Warriors when they traded Monte Ellis and then like Steph and Clay started turning it up a little bit. But yeah, we're probably still going to beat them. We do. And please let me face you. Oh my God. We just got blessed. I mean, this is still a really good team, but it's not LeBron, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, like Manu Ginobili, like that. Like Darren Williams is 95 overall. That's perfectly fine. Other than that, I think we have them beat at every other position besides 6th man. Marcus Aldridge is a good 6th man. East, it's Orlando and Miami. Miami's an 8 seed over there. Interesting. It's probably D-Wade and nobody because they don't have LeBron. We're facing Orlando anyways. Jameer Nelson, Iman Shumpert, Vince Carter, Rashard Lewis. Dwight Howard was just in his prime, feasting at this point. All right, I would like to win. That's an obvious statement. This one I will hop into because you never know. I kind of maybe should have hopped in the 1st year, but it looks like it's really not going to matter because we're going to be going back-to-back, hopefully, unless we somehow blow this. Not going to happen. I'll see you guys in there. So I'm feeling really solid about this team right now. I probably made a couple moves, in the offseason that a lot of you in the comment section are going to have some statements to do or some statements to make about. But honestly, I'm fine with it. I think, good foul on Dwight Howard, I guess. I think this team's going to end up coming out fine. We obviously made some big draft picks. We made some big signings. We made a couple big trades. So I just kind of went with it, it is what it is. If you guys wanted to see me, like keep this core together, then I apologize. But I thought I did what was best for this team. We're hopefully going to have a decent amount of money this offseason to, go out and spend it. So that's my ultimate goal. I still do want to get the starters in. So let me just make sure Kyrie does come back in. Or wait, Kyrie's in. But Jimmy Butler's in as well. Who's not in? Oh, Carmelo's not even in. That's not good at all. Okay, Dwight Howard's gonna. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's that. So I just wanted to address that. Also, while we're at it, if you guys have made it to this point, please let me know some things you want to hear for Let's Talk NBA episode 2. Episode 1, I scripted the hell out of it. I basically read off a script for the majority of it, except when I kind of just gave my thoughts towards the end of the moves. But I think that was ugly as all hell. Jesus Christ. I think if we can get some good ones going, I mean, a lot of you who actually listen to it seem to enjoy it. You got to watch me play some shitty 2K in the background. It's just kind of there. It's also, along with this, I mean, I can play other background games if you want. I mean, I don't really play many other games, but if you want me to try to play a game, I'll let you know if I have it, and I can put it up as, background noise and whatever the hell you want to call it. But it'd be kind of weird to talk about basketball and not have basketball on, but nonetheless, yeah, just give me some topics. It's probably going to be mostly off-season stuff just because, the season's not really going on right now. I can give you my picks for, season award winners if you want me to. I don't know how exciting that will be because, you have nothing really to look forward to and seeing if it comes true. For the moment, anyways, I don't think we're going to see basketball for a while. Just like I don't think we're going to see baseball at all this year, in my opinion. Hopefully we'll see football, but that's how it goes. My life as a college student sucks right now because I'm at home right now and taking online classes versus actually being at school and having fun. But that's, kind of what happens today. It sucks. It's kind of the reality of the situation. Why is Kyrie not in and Mo Williams is? It's just dumb. I hit starters. Take Mo Williams out of the goddamn game. All right, really, Iman Shumpert? You want to do this? You want to do this? Not a smart idea. All right. Mo Williams. Nope. Whoops. Wrong button. Mo Williams, Kyrie Irving. That's all I needed to do. I don't want, good Mo Williams. He's a good sixth man. I don't really want to play with him when I'm trying to close out an NBA Finals game. That's a beef up on my part. Yeah, it's okay. We're winning the game anyways. But yeah, just any other video ideas you guys have in general. They can be rebuilds too. I'm seeing a lot of them. Don't just because I don't respond to them or just because I don't love that heart the message doesn't mean I didn't see them. I pretty much see all my comments. I'm still trying to get my viewership back, so I don't have as many comments as I used to. So I pretty much read through all of them. I used to read through pretty much all of them anyways. So now I'm pretty much definitely reading through all of them. So I am seeing them no matter what. I can promise you that I am seeing your comments. For those of you, I do see your DMs on Twitter. I might not respond just because I don't really want to fully engage in a conversation with every single person who DMs me on Twitter. If I showed you guys all the DMs I had on Twitter, you guys would be, what the hell was that? Damn, I did not think that was going. You guys would be confused. I get more DMs on Twitter than I really should. I'm not that popular, I guess, but I get a lot of DMs for about a lot of random things. It sucks. I also might have a big announcement coming up. It doesn't really regard the channel. It regards more content of what I could be doing in the future. So definitely be on the lookout for that. If you guys do not follow me on Twitter, make sure to go do that already. I just kind of threw that one up for fun because this game's over. But yeah, it has to do with basketball. I can tell you that. It has to do with potentially even all 4 sports. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. I'm not really going to give any more details on that at this time because I don't really feel like I should. Just in case it doesn't end up working out. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up, but definitely could be something big coming in the future that I'm hoping and excited for. So I'm not going to sit through free throws. We'll see you guys in the Finals MVP. I'm going to guess Melo probably won Finals MVP, and yeah, he did. 26 points, 8 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2 steals, 1.5 blocks. All right, cool. We're 2 for 2 right now. That's obviously very, very positive. Cannot really complain about that one too much. Let's head up to staff signing at this point. We do need a new head coach. Brad Stevens is here. Do I have the money? There's no way he's going to take that. Just in case, where the hell is, whatever the hell his name is. Who's my head coach? I literally just forgot his goddamn name. George Karl. He's right here. Just in case we don't, I'll try to sign George Karl too. Yeah, we're not going to get Brad Stevens. I'll take George Karl back. He just won us 2 championships. There's no reason to fire him. Just tried to see if I can get a guy with 2 A ratings who's a little bit younger. So we do have the 14th overall pick from the Suns right now. 30th from us because we obviously did just win the championship. Let's see. I have an idea. I'm not really sure what it could be. It would be for a center. I see, just Dwight Howard's just not going to happen. I'm guessing he's totally... Yeah, he's untouchable. All right, I had to try. I wanted to see. If I were to put up Andrew Bogut, Mo Williams in the 14th pick, do I get anything, really insane? Pick 2 and Luol Deng. It's not really a center I really want to take here. All right, I'm just going to trade these picks. I think ultimately I don't need them. 2 first-round picks from the Celtics. That's fine with me. I mean, this team's pretty much all set, so no reason for rookies to come in here right now when we already have an established team. Costa Koufos, yeah, I'll bring back. Might end up looking for somebody else. Troy Capane? I don't know who that is. Just being honest. So free agency here is okay. Gilbert Arenas is here. We do not have money really at all, looks like, unfortunately. I do like making at least one move with the team every year, but unfortunately I don't know if we're going to be able to find one. I do need a backup shooting guard, so I'll try to get a new one of those, but money is definitely not a thing on our side right now. We have roughly $10 million in cap space, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, I could get more if I traded Mo Williams, but there's no real reason to. All right, let's just see what we got in the backup shooting guard department. Like Larry Hughes is here. Kelena Azubuike. I don't know. I'm probably going to try to sign the highest overall guy. Like, if Shane Battier wants to come here, I wouldn't mind it just because I'm probably going to end up trading him. Shane Battier, yeah, he's going to come here. I'm signing him basically so I can trade him for a backup shooting guard that's a little bit better. Jimmy Butler obviously isn't going to be as high as an overall as the rest of my starting lineup. That's fine. Kyrie Irving did progress a little bit more, but it's Kyrie. He was better than Jimmy Butler was when he first started out in the league. So Jimmy's going to be here. He's going to be my starter. Shane Battier is now going to be traded for a backup shooting guard. Other than that, this is pretty much going to be it for this video. Sasa Vujicic, Marcus Morris. Jameer Nelson. How tall is Jameer Nelson? He's short. Yeah, he's 6 foot. He's short. Okay. I'm not going to sit here all day. Mike Miller, sure. We'll take a shooter off the bench. All right, we're good. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. Third and final year here. The starting lineup really has not changed since last year, but I'm fine with that. I mean, this team is really solid. Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Andrew Bogut. It's a super solid starting 5 for me, if I do say so myself. Mo Williams, Mike Miller, Costa Koufos, and Ursani Ilyasova. These two are a little shaky. I mean, they're not playing a ton of minutes. They're both decently young, 22 and 24. So, like, time to develop. I don't really care too much about them. Let's try a three-peat. So for the second time in this video, Carmelo Anthony does win the MVP award. 25.5 points, 8 boards, 6.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block a game. 61 and 21 is the record on the year for us. Not too bad. Brad, I ignored that. Nate Robinson, 6th man of the year in Oklahoma City. Dwight Howard, defensive player of the year. Dude's a monster. Chuck Hayes, most improved. I don't know with those stats, but okay. George Karl does get coach of the year for us for the 3rd year in a row. So, I mean, I said it before. I'll say it again. We're trying to three-peat here. If we could do that, like right now, that would be awesome. Carmelo, Kyrie's stud up to an 89. Chris Bosh, Jimmy Butler up to an 87. Mo Williams, Mike Miller. Andrew Bogut didn't score a lot, but he rebounded the basketball. Hopefully played some good defense. All I really need from him. And you saw more of those stats right there. Numbers on the year. We were 4th in scoring. Defensively, we were 1st, which did give us the best differential. All right, we got New Orleans here in the first round. Who's on New Orleans at this time? Chris Paul. Oh, they didn't trade Chris Paul. Deion Waiters, James Posey, Rasheed Wallace, and Mike Okafor. All right, that's a really solid team. Chris Paul's a 99 overall, as you just saw. So that's an interesting idea. We're up 3-0 on them, though. Yeah, we could just close them out. All right, just don't do this to me. All right, there we go. We win in 5. Round number 2 here. Yeah, it had to happen at some point. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Hamid Haddadi, I don't know who that is, George Hill, Tim Frazier, Kyle Korver, Antonio McDyess. God damn, how is that a 5 seed? How is that a 5 seed? Golden State and Dallas there in the bottom of the West. How are we manhandling this team? More importantly, how did we sweep them? This game is so weird sometimes, but I just don't question it. Steph's up to a 94, Monte's a 92. That's going to be a tough team. It's Orlando and Atlanta over there in the East. If we can beat that San Antonio team, we should be able to beat this Golden State team. 3-2, and we go on to win in 6. We got a rematch of last year's NBA Finals. Let's see if we can do it. Can we three-peat here? Looks like we're going to, and we do. Carmelo Anthony, 3rd year in a row, Finals MVP, 2-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP in this video for us. So I enjoyed making this video. I think this roster is really, really solid. I'm going to continue to use it. If I remember, I'll absolutely put it in the comment section, description, whatever it may be. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like down below. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Yeah, let me know any other rebuild ideas. I see them all, so please continue to comment them. I absolutely will do all of them at some point if they're a good idea. Along with anything else, if you guys want to give me some topics for potentially episode 2 of Let's Talk NBA, hopefully it comes out sometime early next week. If you guys want to see 1 a week, 2 a week, let me know. I saw a comment saying maybe I can do another channel for it. I potentially could. That ultimately depends on how it starts to take off. If it ends up like taking off, I absolutely will. Absolutely, no doubt. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And yeah, catch you guys all in the next one.